What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back with another review of Zatima. This is Season 3, Episode 18, and let's go ahead and get right into it. So, Zach and Fatima, they're in bed, okay? And basically, they wake up, both of their phones is going off, and you have Leslie apologizing to Fatima, and then you also have the man from the funeral home. He's trying to get in contact with Zach because he needs his money, okay? Now, as they were talking, right, at one point they talked about the funeral and how Zach said, oh, we can go ahead and go pay him tomorrow, right? And she said, all right, I'm cool with that. Y'all, we in the scene of them laying around in bed and she going to get ready for the day or whatever, to seeing them in the car together. First of all, we hardly ever see them in a car together. But where are they going, y'all? They are going to see the man at the damn funeral home. I'm like, y'all just said, while y'all were in bed, y'all was going to go there tomorrow. How did tomorrow become today? What's going on here? I digress. Angela ends up calling Fatima because she's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I need my videos taken down. And Fatima is kind of lollygagging. So basically, when Angela calls, she's like, girl, like, what's going on with the videos? Did you talk to Malachi? And Fatima is like, oh, yeah, girl, about that. That didn't really get to come up in the conversation because there was a lot going on. It was a lot of drama. I'll tell you about it when I get to work. All right, cool. So Zach and Fatima, they go see the funeral director or whatever, and of course he's trying to get some extra money out of them, okay? They came with the check for the amount that he said. However, because it's a whole new day, the man had added an additional fee. They're like, well, listen, the funeral is supposed to be tomorrow. I said, the funeral is tomorrow? Who's been working on the funeral? But then I had to remember, maybe it was Connie. Maybe between Connie having to walk around the projects and maybe watch her child every now and again, she took the time to focus on what should happen at the funeral. Maybe so, because we ain't seen Connie in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out who took the time out to actually put together this funeral. Because, baby, the funeral has absolutely been on the back burner. Now, moving on from that, y'all, we get this scene with Bryce and that goddamn breathe right strip across his goddamn nose. I want him to take that shit off so bad. First of all. Secondly, he over here going into Zach's office to check in on him. Basically, Zach says that he ain't about to trip on him no more. You know what I'm saying? They good. Oh, but it's never good enough for Bryce. Because here goes Bryce and his goddamn complex of woe is me and, oh my God, I did you so wrong. And, oh, Zach, you know, I didn't really mean to do that with the money. And, oh my God, you know, me. Bryce is not about you. God damn. Like, I'm sorry. Bryce drains the fuck out of me when it comes to this. Oh my God, everything is my fault. Ain't nobody said shit about being your fault, dog. Like, we already established that you fucked the money up. Preston has already saved the day. Stop talking about it. Like, it is mind-blowing to me that we have Zach being the person to say, dude, you gotta let this stuff go. Like, considering he's the one who's held a grudge this whole time against Bryce. But I digress. Then Zach has to go on to be like, dude, you're brilliant. You're good at math. You're good at all these things. Child, what are we watching? Like, the fact that Zach is out here giving Bryce the pep talk is blowing my mind. But also at the same time, I feel like this does something for Bryce's fucking ego. Because how many times at this point have we seen people have to tell Bryce, you're a good person. Bryce, you're this, that, another. How many times have we had to see this? At this point, I believe it's stroking his ego. But we're going to go ahead and move on. All right, so moving on from that, we have Angela coming into the office. Like, Fatima, what the hell is up? You told me that your boy Malachi can help me. What happened? So Fatima's like, well, you know, Leslie, she came in and she was talking shit and all of this drama happened. So Angela's like, yeah, okay, but what about me in this situation? Because at the end of the day, I need this stuff deleted off the internet. And Fatima's like, well, maybe we can ask somebody at the firm. Girl, we've already had this conversation. She said she does not want someone at the firm to help her. You decided to tell her that you knew somebody who was an FBI agent. Therefore, follow through, Fatima. I get it. Because at the end of the day, like, you're not really rocking with Malachi. But my problem with this situation is that you don't seem to have a problem with Malachi. Like, you're approaching this situation as if you don't want to have any type of dealings with Malachi because your feelings may get involved. That's the vibe I'm getting. Instead of it being like, I'm not really fucking with Malachi because he on some weird shit and I'm not on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to understand where's Fatima's mind at. Angela's like, girl, put your pride to the side because I need you to talk to your homeboy so we can get this stuff taken down. So Angela is like, yo, all of this happened because of Bryce. Because he got hacked and I guess that's how this all happened. Do y'all believe that? Because I'm sorry, I don't. Last time I checked, okay, when Angela had old boy's phone in her hand and she walked around her goddamn living room, she found a camera that was located in that little bowl that was on the table. That was a total separate camera. So it's not making sense that you had a camera positioned there and it's not connected to your smoke detectors. Like, none of this is making fucking sense. It's really not. But I digress. Alright, so Fatima finally bites the bullet and she ends up calling Malachi, right? And he ends up apologizing for the night before or whatever. And she's like, okay, well, that's cool, but listen, my friend, she needs some help because someone illegally put, these videos up of her on these websites. Now, y'all, this is where the conversation got a little weird for me because Fatima is like, okay, well, I'm going to send you, my friend's phone number so you can get in contact with her. He kept trying to throw out ways for them to all meet up. So, we all can do this. Or we all can go meet up at her house. And Fatima keeps saying, yeah, okay, I'm going to send you her number. I'm going to send you her number. And, of course, he's trying to get Fatima to be there as well. Now, when Fatima got off that phone, y'all, okay, she told Angela, like, oh, okay, well, he's going to help you or whatever. And then goes on to say that she's going to be there because he asked her to. And when Angela's like, okay, Fatima, that's a little weird. And Fatima's like, oh, no, it's not like that. Fatima, what is it like? I'm trying to understand. Because it's already been established that this man has some type of feelings for you considering he doctored that goddamn photo. Okay? But we're going to go ahead and move on. Zach, he ends up meeting up with Jeremiah or whatever because he's about to check Jeremiah at the hospital or whatever. And Jeremiah's like, all right, well, here's the brochure of the rehab place I want to go to or whatever. And it costs, I think, like $5,000. So Zach is like, okay, hold on. Let me just make sure they have some availability for you. And I'll be right back. So he ends up calling Fatima, telling her about the situation. And she's like, I think you should go ahead and do it. Now, of course, Zach, he's a bit hesitant because he like, listen, this Negro ain't about to waste my money. Okay? I don't want to send him to rehab and then he check himself out. Which, me personally, I do feel like when people are checked into rehab, especially if they have a drug and alcohol problem, I don't think those people should be able to check themselves out. I really don't. I feel like you have to put in 30 days at minimum. And then if you think that you're ready, you can check yourself out. Because the people who sit up there and they go on Monday and by Thursday they out, you just wasted somebody's money. And that's crazy work. But I will say that I do appreciate seeing Zach show up for his brother. Even though they have been through a lot. And let's be completely honest. Jeremiah has been terrible towards Zach. I do think that, them bonding together and Zach showing up for his brother, it is some growth, a little bit of growth for Zach, okay? Just a little bit. But moving on from that, we have Angela and Fatima. They're at Angela's house, and Angela, she's just waiting on Malachi to show up, right? But she really trying to figure out what is the situation between Malachi and Fatima. Because here's the thing, even though Fatima is besties with Angela, clearly she knew nothing about these people. And also, she never fully said, like, oh yeah, I used to date Malachi back in the day, but then Leslie took him from me. Or however you want to word that. She never told Angela this. So Angela's like, what the hell is going on here? And basically, Fatima does let her know that, at one point her and Malachi, they dated, but it didn't work out. All right, cool. So then Malachi shows up, right? When I tell y'all he pissed me off, he pissed me off. Because the whole point of you being here, sir, is so you can get to the bottom of Angela's situation. However, you're so fixated on Fatima that you're like, oh, hi, Fatima, how are you? And she's like, oh, all right, hi, but let me go ahead and dip on up out of here because, the pleasantries are cool, but you need to get down to business with Angela. You need to be helping Angela out. But no, he's like, no, I want you to stay because I really want you to know that I sincerely apologize for everything that happened. Sir, you did that on the phone. We good. Now, what bothered me in this situation is the fact that this man is over here harping on the fact that they have not been alone yet. They haven't been alone together. Negro, what the fuck we need to be alone for? Because at the end of the day, I got a man, you have a whole other woman. Why do you need to be alone with Fatima? Because he goes on to talk about how he really misses Fatima. And I'm just like, sir, you're giving obsessed. Like, it got to the point where Angela was like, should I leave the room? Like, what the fuck is this? So, this man, he is going on and on about how, he was so excited that Fatima finally, let him in and all of this bullshit. Here's the thing. Fatima had to tell him, listen, at the end of the day, you cheated on me with Leslie. Y'all went on and lived y'all life. You're with her. I'm with Zach. I'm happy. Move the hell on. Oh, baby, no, because this man is like, oh, no, because I'm in love with you. Negro, read the room like she said earlier. She don't want you. Y'all, then this man proceeds to unbutton his shirt because now he's really about to prove his love. He has a tattoo of Fatima on his chest. What the fuck? Because, again, when did you go get this tattoo? Because ain't no way you gonna tell me that Leslie is laid up with your ass and you got Fatima right there on your titty. On your male titty? Really? What's happening here? Why do you have Fatima's face on your chest, sir? Why is her face on your chesticle? I don't understand. Like, honestly, we could have thrown this whole storyline the fuck away. Where is Connie at? Oh, better question. Fuck that. Where is Tony? Because did Tony get shot? Is Tony dead? What the fuck happened? Okay? We got to deal with this. Y'all, that was the end of the episode. Let me know what y'all thought about it. And go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.